Welcome to AIMS India's online classes. Today from our science subject, we are going to discuss some more question and answers from the previous state and Olympiad examinations, and the topic is natural resources and calamities. Okay children, so by discussing such type of questions, so we will also learn the subject more. Okay, so try to listen carefully and understand the question and get the answers. Okay children, now the 51st question: where are tsunamis most likely to occur in the United States? So tsunamis, where do they occur mostly in United States? Okay, so is it in Hawaii or Alaska and the west coast, or both A and B, or none of the above? And the answer is both A and B. Okay children, that is in Alaska and also Hawaii. Okay, so this is the answer. You get more tsunamis in United States in these areas. Now 52nd question children: how many feet of fast moving flood water can sweep a vehicle away? How many feet of fast moving flood water can sweep a vehicle away? So normally children, when you get heavy rainfall, actually we'll measure it like 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet, like how much of a quantity of flood water, that is the rainwater, have been received. Okay, and how many feet of fast moving flood, that is the heavy rain, fast moving in a sense heavy rainwater, can sweep a vehicle away. Sometimes you might have seen in the TVs, in the news channels, and even pictures also, because of the rain water, some vehicles are going to sweep away. No, so for this action, how many feet of this flood water is required? That is 3 feet, 2 feet, 4 feet, or 10 feet? And the answer is 2 feet. Now if you get 2 feet of water on the road or on the ground level, above the ground level, sorry, then even the vehicles also will sweep away. Clear children? Now 53rd question: what causes most flash flooding? What causes most flash flooding? Flash flooding is nothing but a sudden heavy rainfall. Sudden heavy rain. So you might have heard about the flash news. No, flash, why we call it as flash news? So if you get any news sudden, then we call it as a flash news. So even flood is nothing but a heavy rain. So without any without any cautions, if you get a rain in sudden in a heavy quantity, we call it as flash flood. Okay, so what causes this flash flood? Is it tornadoes, thunderstorms, hailstorms, or hurricanes? Okay, and the answer is hurricanes. Okay children, what is hurricanes again? What are they? They are very strong winds. No, very strong winds, and these strong winds are going to get the rainfall. Now 54th question children: what factors contribute to flooding? What factors contribute to flooding? Okay, flooding is nothing but heavy rainfall. Okay, rainfall intensity, rainfall duration, both A and B, and none of the above. So what factors? So when do we call a rain as a flood? Okay, what factors it is going to contribute to flood? Rainfall intensity and rainfall duration, both are the factors which contribute to flood. Heavy rainfall, where the rain is going to wash away or sweep away or run out of, or run on the ground. Okay, rainfall intensity means what? the total amount of rain. Okay, total amount of rain which has been received by a particular place. And rainfall duration is like for how many total hours has the rainfall uh, been occurred. Okay, so both the factors are going to contribute to flood. Clear, children? And now we'll get the level 2 questions. If there is no rain, crops fail to grow. This condition will lead to. So children, if there is no rain, crops they'll not be able to grow. No, they fail to grow. Then what is this condition? Is it a flood? Is it a drought? Is it a famine, or both B and C? And the answer is both B and C. Okay. So when we were discussing about this chapter, we have learnt about the drought. So and another name for that particular condition, like drought condition where you do not have rain and crops, no crops, it is also called as famine. Okay, so that is why both B and C are the correct answers. 56 question. An earthquake is a sudden movement of a part of the earth's surface. No, children. So earthquake, what is it? It is a sudden movement of a part of the earth surface. After the first big quake, smaller quakes or tremors may happen. These are called. Now, after having a big earthquake, so you will also have some smaller quakes. Okay, smaller shakes, okay, on the earth, or you can, another name for that is tremors. Okay, so what are these called? Either shock waves, tornadoes, hurricane, or aftershocks. And the answer is after shocks. Clear, children? 57th question. Which of these factors force the depletion of the world's natural resource? So what are the factors? So here you are having 4 factors, children. Which of these factors force the depletion? Depletion is nothing but decrease in number. Okay, reduction, decrease in number of the world's natural resources. Okay, so options are an increase in the human population, the larger number of vehicles in use, the greater use of biodegradable products, and more electrical appliances being used to make work easier. And the answer is A, that is 1 and 2. An increase in human population. Now, as the population increases, what happens? There will be more use of resources. Either it may be a natural resource or an artificial resource. No. So again, a large number of vehicles. So again, when you use a large number of vehicles, again there will be a much usage of resources. So that is why 1 and 2, that is A option is the correct answer. Clear, children? 58th question. Minerals, coal and petroleum are. Minerals, coal and petroleum are. What are they? Are they man-made resources, ground natural resources, underground natural resources, or synthetic resources? So what are they, children? Where are they available? Are they available on the ground, or man has made them? Are they are synthetic? No, they are underground natural resources, so which are available under the ground of the earth. Okay, so that is why it is underground natural resources. Clear, children? Now 59th question. A sudden movement of earth's crust is called. A sudden movement of earth crust is called earthquake, glacier, landslide, or adobo. And the answer is earthquake. Okay. 60th question. Which of the following can result from an earthquake? Which of the following can result from an earthquake? In the sense, so when you get earthquake, so what is it going to result? Either new mountains, either new mountains or heavy snow or new plates or none of these. Okay, and the answer is new mountains. New mountains. Why? Because when the earth is going to shake because of earthquake, sometimes the land is going to, it's going to break. No. So when it is going to break, it takes its own size and shape. So that is how we'll get again a new mountain, an increased area on the land. No, an increased area on the land, we call it as a mountain. So because of this earthquake, sometimes we also get new mountains. Okay children, like this. Yes. And 61st question. Which of the following statements is true for Right to Forest Act 2007? Which of the following statements is true for Right to Forest Act 2007? So in 2007 there was an act, children, which is called as Right to Forest Act 2007. Okay. So what does this act say? Which statement is true? And the options are: people living in forest for more than 25 years cannot be removed. Okay, people who are living in forest for more than 25 years, we cannot send them away from the forest. Okay, and these people have right over the forest land. The people who are living there for many years, they have the right over the forest land. Like they can claim it as their property. Like as we have our own house and land, agriculture fields as our property, even the forest people who are living for many years in that area, they can claim it as their property. The work of protecting the forest should be done by the Gram Sabha. So Gram Sabha is one panchayat office, children. So where it has to protect the forest. In the sense, the work where protecting the forest is involved, that has to be done by the Gram Sabha. Okay, and D is all of the above. D is like all the 1A, B, C and all statements. Okay, and the answer what it is all of the above. Children, according to Right to Forest Act 2007, all these statements are true. So people who are living more than 25 years, they cannot be removed. They have the right over the forest land, and Gram Sabha has to take over or look after the work of protecting the forest. Clear, children? Yes. Now 62nd question. Petrol is refined from the crude oil obtained from oil wells. Okay. So where is from the petrol obtained? It is obtained from the oil wells. Okay, and it is refined from the crude oil. Okay, and besides petrol, crude oil can also give. Besides petrol, crude oil can also give. What it can give? Either kerosene, wax, LPG or all of these. Answer is all of these. Okay, so kerosene, wax, LPG and all of these. Clear, children? Now 63rd question. If an earthquake occurs, what should you do? If an earthquake occurs, what should you do? So listen very carefully, because sometimes, somewhere, unfortunately, if we have to face this situation, you and me, everybody, if we have to face this situation, that is, if we have to face the earthquake, how should we protect from this? What must we do? That is, if you are indoors, stay in and get under a desk or a table. If you are indoors, in the sense if you are inside your house or inside the office, inside a shop, anywhere, not outside under the open sky. If you are indoors, inside, in any building, okay, then you have to stay inside only and get under a desk or a table. You have to hide under a desk or a table so that nothing is going to fall on our head. Okay, children. And the second point is, if you are outdoors, suppose if you are outdoors, not under a building, okay, stay away from trees and buildings. Okay, if you are outside, you have to stay away from the trees and buildings because they are going to collapse or they are going to break and fall down. No, so that is why you have to stay away, far away from those objects. Okay, and now if you are on a beach, leave and find high ground. Suppose if you are on a beach is what, children? Some sea coast or river coast near a water body. Okay, so if you are there, you have to leave that place and find high ground, because beaches are all under near low ground. They are situated near the low grounds. They are all located on low grounds. No, so you will be having more damage in that particular places. So that is why you have to leave that place and come to the high grounds. Okay, high ground in this, like plateaus and all. Plateaus in the sense just a high level elevated land area. Okay, and D is all of the above. And the answer is D, children, all of the above. So you have to take all these safety measures to protect yourself from these earthquakes. Okay, children. And 64th question, deforestation is extensive cutting down of forests for the purpose of extracting wood or to clear the land for mining or agriculture. It will decrease. So deforestation is what, children? Like cutting down of forests. Cutting down of forest is nothing but cutting down the trees. Forest is all about the trees. No, you have so many trees in the forest. When there are no trees, then there is no forest. Because of for our own personal needs, no, we are cutting down the forest. Extensive cutting down of forest, which is known as deforestation. And why people are cutting down the forest? For the purpose of extracting wood, for getting wood, to clear the land for mining, okay, or for agriculture, to make it a agriculture land. Because of that, what is going to decrease? Is it soil erosion, landslides, soil fertility, or none of these? The answer is C, that is soil fertility. Okay, children, because soil has got so many minerals. No, so many minerals inside it. And these are going to improve the fertility of the land where we get good growth of the trees. Okay, so when you are going to cut down all that, when you are going to cut down the trees and dig much more land inside the ground, the soil fertility is going to decrease. Clear, children? 65th question, which of the things listed below are non-biodegradable? Which are the things listed below are non-biodegradable? Okay, so what is biodegradable, children? Biodegradable is nothing but which can be decomposed by bacteria or other living organisms. No, for example, for plants and all that, for our house plants, in our house or in our balcony, so we give all biodegradable fertilizers, that is all vegetable waste. no, animal manure and all that, because it is going to avoid the pollution, and it is going to be easily decomposed by the bacteria and other living organisms in the ground, no, which is always safe. But here we are talking about non-biodegradable, in the sense which are not decomposed and which are going to cause pollution. So what are they? They either a log, plastic sandals, gold necklace, roasted chicken, credit card and banana. And the answers are plastic sandals, gold necklace and credit card. These are non-biodegradable. They are not going to degrade in the soil. Okay, children. So that is why 2, 3 and 5. D is the correct answer. Clear? Now, 66th question. What could be the result of a rapid change in a landscape? What could be the result of a rapid change in a landscape? So landscape, in the sense, what are all the features, visible features of an area? No, landscape, like we say some land is high, some land is low. No, so the feature of the land, some are plains, some are plateaus, some are mountains, so like this. No, so because of this I'm sorry. So what could be the result of rapid change? No, very suddenly, how can this landscape can be changed? With what can a land shape or size can be changed all of a sudden? Rapid change is a very quick change, okay, because of a river delta, stellasticities in a cave, or a volcanic island, or a new forest. And the answer is a volcanic island. No, volcanic island is what, children? So a volcano coming out of the coming out from the ground, no, and is going to burst, and after after that what will happen? It is going to cool down and take a form of a mountain. No, suppose if it is in the water, suppose a volcano has occurred in a water body, in a sea, ocean, what happens? Then the water will be surrounded to this particular volcano, which we can call it as volcano island, a volcanic island. No, until then there was no such place, it was only completely water. But suddenly, because of this volcano, there was a small mountain, small or big, but there was a mountain, okay, and we call it as a volcanic mountain. And then because of this water surrounded to that mountain, we call this place as a volcanic island. No, this was a quick change in the landscape. No, until then it was just water, flat area. Now there is a volcanic island there. Okay, children? Yes. 67th question. Natural processes change the surface of earth. Some changes occur rapidly and some occur slowly. Which of the following would cause the slowest change in earth's surface? See, as we have just learnt before, because of volcano, we had a change in the landscape, no, very quick, rapid change. Here, natural processes, they change the surface of the earth. Like some changes occur rapidly, some changes are going to occur very fastly, and some they are going to occur very slowly. Okay, which one of the following would cause the slowest change in the earth's surface? Which force is going to cause the slowest change? No, natural processes are nothing but all this, like wind, rain, these volcanoes, earthquakes, all these are natural processes. Okay, so which process is going to cause the slowest change in earth surface? Either wind, landslides, volcanoes, earthquakes. And the answer is wind. Wind, that is the moving air. Now this moving air is going to slowly change the earth surface. Okay children, because air also will take away the sand, soil, all this slowly, but it is in a slow process. Okay, which of the following is the best source of renewable energy? Renewable energy. Which of the following is the best source for the renewable energy? What is renewable energy, children? Which comes from the natural sources, resources. Okay, either cattle, petroleum, coal, or trees. And the answer is trees. That is D option. Renewable is again which we can use for so many times, which can regenerated the energy. Yes. 69th question. Floods cause extensive damage to property and life. Which of the following methods can be used to check it? Floods. No, heavy rains are responsible for floods. No, these floods cause extensive damage, very severe damage to property and life. Okay, so which measures can be used to check it? Either making river bridge, deforestation, reforestation, or none of these. And the answer is reforestation. Reforestation is nothing but replanting an area with trees, children. So when you have more trees on the ground, then the trees are going to stop the water flow. Flood is nothing but the water is going to flow on the ground and damage the property of humans and also the life of all living organisms. Okay, so when you have more trees, what happens? The ground is going to absorb the water through the roots of the trees. So that is why they stop the water flow. And to avoid this damage of floods, we have to plant more trees. Okay, and that is why C is the correct answer. Clear, children? Yes. Now 70th question. Which energy sources are almost equally used in this country to get energy? So which energy sources are almost equally used in this country to get energy? So there are two energy sources, children, in each option. Which energy sources are used equally? Either oil or coal, coal and gas, gas and nuclear, or coal and nuclear. Okay, and the answer is coal and gas. So we are using both the energy sources equally in our country to get energy. Now 71st question, children. Natural events often trigger mudslides or landslides. Which natural disaster is least likely to do so? Okay, natural events often trigger mudslides or landslides. So trigger in the sense like they are going to cause or they are going to warn mudslides or landslides. What are again mudslides or landslides? Have you seen some areas, children, like high level regions like mountains and all that? So some part of this mountain will be completely with mud or stone, and the other part of this mountain will be with the trees and all that. Okay, this particular features are known as mudslide or landslide. Slide in the sense, slide, where you will also play on such slides in the park, like steep slopes. Okay, and which natural disaster is least likely to do so, which is not going to cause mudslide or landslide? Either a flood, a drought, a volcano, or an earthquake. and obviously it is a drought. Why? Because drought is no rain. So when you have heavy rain, then what happens? We will have much amount of soil erosion on this steep slope. No, soil erosion is soil is also going to mix up with the water, and then it is going to move down the hill. No, when drought is there, no rain and no erosion. So no mudslide or landslides. Clear, children? So that is why B is the correct answer. And second question, dark colored substance formed by dead remains of plants and animals is called. Dark colored substance is formed from dead remains of plants and animals. What is it called as? Loam, gravel, clay or humus? And the answer is humus. The given picture shows terrace farming. It helps in dash. See children, here this is the picture of terrace farming. Okay, so actually terrace farming is where crops are grown on the sides of hills or mountains. Have you seen here? This is actually a hill or a mountain where to its sides, no, the crops are grown here. So what is this terrace farming helping in? Either reducing soil erosion by wind, or reducing soil erosion by water, or reducing soil erosion by overgrazing, or reducing soil erosion by deforestation. And the answer is reducing soil erosion by water. No, so when the rainfall is going to occur, so because on every, see here, there is a division of plants grown here. No, so there is no chance of runaway of water. No, water is not going to overflow because of the trees or plants grown there. So that is why soil erosion is reduced, and B is the correct answer, reducing soil erosion by water. 74th question, children. Which of the following is the correct reason for the occurrence of earthquake? For the occurrence of earthquake, why does the earthquake occurs? The correct reason. A is too many buildings are in one location. B is the moon pulls on earth surface. C is pressure builds up and is suddenly released. Then D is underground explosions take place. Okay, and the answer is C. That is pressure builds up and is suddenly released. So that is why we have the earthquakes. 75th question, children. Fossil fuels formed over a long period of time because heat and pressure were applied to. Okay, fossil fuels means what? Fuels made by fossils. Again, what are fossils? That we are going to identify now. These are formed over a long period of time because heat and pressure were applied to what? Nitrogen mixed in the water, organisms buried in the ground, carbon filtered through limestone, or bacteria on the top of the mud. B option, that is organisms buried in the ground. Because of this, so we are able to get fossils and fossil fuels are formed. Okay, clear children? Organisms are nothing but the dead and decayed organisms, that living beings. Okay, living organisms. 76th question. Which of the following factors are not responsible for the depletion of the world's natural resources? So which are not responsible, the factors which are not responsible for the depletion, that is decrease of number in the world's natural resources. A is an increase in the human population, B is increase in number of vehicles in use, and 3 is the greater use of biodegradable products. And the answer is only 3. That is, yes, third one, the greater use of biodegradable products, because we are not talking about responsible. If it is factors which are responsible for natural resources, then A and 2 will, that is 1 and 2 options will be matched. But we are not talking about that. We are asking about the factors which are not responsible for the decrease in number of world's natural resources. That is the greater use of biodegradable products. So if you are using biodegradable products more in number, then we are going to avoid the pollution. Okay, so and the land or they will be decomposed, so that we can have the we can have much natural resources still available on the earth. Clear, children? So B is the answer. And the last question now, oil, coal and natural gas constitute. Oil, coal and natural gas constitute, that is, what do they contain? Either metals, renewable resource, fossil fuels, or none of these. The answer is C, that is fossil fuels. Okay, children? So by this we are going to end the question and answers of this particular topic or the chapter, natural resources and calamities. Okay, so hope you have understood all the questions well, and you can able to answer them well in future. Okay, so just revise them once again, and we'll be continuing with one more topic in the next session. Until then, take care, stay well, and goodbye. Please visit our website www.aimstoday.in for further information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, DIY activities, English classes and coding. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.